railroad wants to save synths by blowing up the place that makes synths.
Hey there.
Hey there. Something I can
If
help
only
you
they could
with?
get an agent to infiltrate and become the leader of the Institute.
What's the story with this place?
Well, for starters, my name's Chuck Finley. Part of a group of outcasts from the Brotherhood of Steel. We're from the DC area. We call ourselves the Brotherhood of Gold, and this bunker is our home in the Commonwealth.
Why did you leave the Brotherhood in the first place?
It's complicated, but the short version is, the Brotherhood of Steel started out on the West Coast, shortly after the Great War, and its original mission was to hoard pre-war technology. A little over 30 years ago, the Brotherhood sent a group east to explore. And well, that group eventually settled in the DC wasteland, which is where most of the crew here grew up. Our leader was a man named Owen Lyons. So, in addition to acquiring technology, Lyons believed it was important to be a good neighbor and help out the local community, which eventually didn't sit well with most of the other Brotherhood. You see, we were involved in a massive project to provide clean drinking water to the DC wasteland, and, well, that's a long fucking story. Over time, more and more of the members of the East Coast Brotherhood chapter began to view assisting the DC community as a waste of our resources. Then Owen Lyons died. Let's just say shit got interesting after that. A few years passed and there was a power struggle, and ultimately our choices were to follow the 16-year-old mini Hitler who was appointed elder by the West Coast Brotherhood, or to leave for greener pastures. Most people stayed, we chose to leave. That was 4 years ago. We headed northeast to the Commonwealth and been making a living here ever since.
You're in charge?
Me? Oh, hell no. I might be the oldest, but no one's actually really in charge. You know, we came from a strict hierarchy with the Brotherhood of Steel, and we all saw how great that turned out. The chain of command was so inefficient it would get us all killed if we tried that bullshit here. You see, according to traditional Brotherhood rules, everything has to run through proper channels. Theoretically, if an elder's taking a dump and runs out of toilet paper, well, then there's a scribe in the stall next to him. The elder isn't technically allowed to ask the scribe directly for the toilet paper. Oh no. He's got to run the request through several levels of command just to wipe his own ass. It's a goddamn ridiculous example, but you get the point. We're a small enough group and we don't need a formal hierarchy fucking us up. If someone has a mission, they recruit a team from within our ranks, and then they become leader for that mission. For internal disputes over stuff like who took so-and-so's yogurt from the fridge, well, a neutral arbitrator or jury of peers typically settles those little bullshit scenarios.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're on a bit of a crusade. We're here to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless. You know, in a world full of criminals who operate above any law. Now listen, sorry about that. Our entertainment options here are kind of limited. We end up watching a lot of Knight Rider reruns. But to answer your question, you could say we're like the Brotherhood of Steel, but without the whole, Nazi vibe. We generally believe that all sentient humanoids have a right to exist. So we don't start fights with others just because their skin or DNA is a little different than ours. Except feral ghouls. Fuck those guys. And come to think of it, most super mutants too. Bunch of bitchy little girls. Anyway, we mostly do mercenary work to pay the bills, hostage rescue, wild animal control, escort some travelers to and from major trading hubs, shit like that. We try not to be evil, and of course we search and accumulate as much technology as we can.
I wanted to ask you about something else.
Okay, shoot.
How can I get in?
Well, obviously we don't let just anyone in. The only reason you made it through the front door is our scouts spotted you a mile away and radioed in that you matched the description of the person who's been taking out raiders lately. So we turned off the turrets and figured we'd give you an audience. We work on a you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours system here. If you want in, you gotta do something for us first.
So, what did you have in mind? I'm gonna need some more in the way of details.
The job is to retrieve a weapon for one of our brothers. As background, we do a fair amount of work transporting traders and patrons to and from Fusion City. It's a goddamn dangerous job providing transportation through the glowing sea, but it does pay well. One of our crew goes by the name Grabthar. Well, he got denied entrance to Fusion City after taunting the guards there, and they confiscated his weapons and supplies. Anytech, the security division at Fusion City, never really formally charged Grabthar with anything, but the items they confiscated ended up being sold at one of their public auctions. And one of the items they took was Grabthar's sledgehammer. That weapon has a lot of serious sentimental value to Grabthar since it was given to him by his late brother Warvin right before he died.
Is there a point to all this?
Right. So Anytech holds public auctions every now and then, and that's where they sell their confiscated property. I think the last one was over at the church in Nantic Banks. Anyway, head over to Nantic Banks and see what you can find out about the auction and track down the sledgehammer. Bring the weapon back to me and we'll see about letting you in the bunker. Deal?
If I help you, I want something up front.
No deal, pal. You help us, we help you. But you need to take the first step. So what do you say?
Okay. I'll help you.
All right, I'll mark the location of the church on your map.
I've got your back.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Stand by for takeoff. Your weapon is locked and loaded. Good hunting. I'm bringing her in. Hang on to something.
Let's go. Here.
Got it.
Hold.
It's impossible
Come
to
on.
access them.
Proceed with extreme caution.
I've got that.
Roger that.
I'm gonna feast on your flesh!
Impressive. Keep up the good work, soldier.
Threat neutralized.
Word going round is DB Tech got cleared out. Bosco and a whole lot of them. I can't believe they're only giving me half a share. This outfit's way worse than the last one.
Hey,
You look like someone needs a drink.
any news around town?
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
What's on your mind?
Ever seen a super mutant camp? God, wish I hadn't. Food is what they're after. Meaning us.
What's on your mind?
Good scavenging and busted robots if you know what you're doing.
What's on your mind?
Synths, Institute, Pridwen, who the hell cares? Businesses keep running either way.
I'll take a look, sure.
Let me know what you'd like.
Paladin Dance.
Inquiring about anything in particular?
Didn't have anything else.
Not a problem. I certainly wasn't expecting something like this. You need to talk?
I'm surprised no one's tried to start
wait
making
there.
movies again. I should make a movie. All I'd need is 2 girls and 1 cup. Why the cup, you may ask? Well, so I can drink coffee while getting head, obviously. What the fuck were you thinking?
You hear about Corvega? Every raider in the place is taking a dirt nap. Jared included.
I know I can be an asshole sometimes, and I just wanted to let you know that it's just because I love being an asshole. Good talking. 7 dead hookers outside in
Let's
the
get
alley.
so
at the bottom of
jumpy
the
after
Thursday.
a fight.
You need some help moving them inside. I'm kidding. It'll arrive till next week.
Hey, go, son, Rio. Everybody knows that.
Hey,
Hey, are you the plumber?
no, I'm Jangles, the moon monkey.
Yeah, that boys. Looks like we got ourselves a comedian. The bathroom is downstairs. It's been out of order since we first opened. It looks like most of the pipes are gonna need replacement. Folks around here are getting fed up about heading outside each time to do their business. Last week, one of our guys, little Joey, headed outside to take a shit, and Deflo showed up and tore him a new one. Don't get me wrong, I never really liked Joey, but as you can probably imagine, incidents like that aren't particularly good for business, if you know what I mean. Anyways, glad you're here. It'll be nice to get this place fully operational. So, do you need anything before getting started?
What's the story with this place?
Never been to a Raider bar before, huh? We used to hang out over at Club Fusion, but we got banned. A bunch of oversensitive cunts running that place. So, we hang out here now. If you ask me, we're better off.
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Sam Cruel. I'm originally from Sweden. My family got pretty bad over there when I was a kid, so my family took a boat to the States. If they'd known in advance how brutal life in the Commonwealth could be, I doubt I would have made the same choice. They were killed in a super mutant raid when I was 13. Been running with this gang ever since. It's my job to keep tabs on settlements and other raider groups in these parts. Got a network of informants I used to keep our guys busy. Also useful when you need to find a plumber.
Just looking for something, and I'm betting you know right where to find it.
Check with Vadeva downstairs. He sells weapons and armor. Also some weird shit. I tried not to ask too many questions. It's worth talking to if there's any goods you want to fence, but don't let the cheerful demeanor fool you. He's a stone cold killer. You get on his bad side, he won't just kill you, he'll fuck your corpse. And worst part, he won't even cuddle with it afterwards.
Yeah? Hey, don't be big. It's just you or me. Nothing personal. God, I hope the next one dies clean.
Swear I must be going crazy.
Excuse me.
Hey, sexy beast.
What's the story with this place?
A few months back, the raiders were causing too many problems at Club Fusion, so Fusion City implemented various security measures to keep them out. But that didn't change the fact that raiders still need a place to get drunk, let loose, and stare at titties all night. So I set up shop here and opened a raider bar.
I wanted to ask you about something else.
Okay.
You're in charge?
Yeah, I run the place.
What kinds of things do you sell?
Almost anything and everything I can get my hands on. Rare artifacts, slutty outfits, you name it.
Nice to meet a friendly face.
Probably not what you expected walking into a raider bar, huh?
I wanted to ask you about something else.
Okay.
I'm looking around for something, and I'm betting you know right where to find it. Here you go. Check it out.
Oh yeah, the sledgehammer, I have that. The sledgehammer isn't for sale though.
What if I made it worth your while?
Tell you what, there's another weapon I'm trying to acquire. Track it down for me and I'll trade you the sledgehammer for it.
I'm gonna need more than that.
The weapon I'm looking for is a dildo bat. About a month ago, some guy walked in here desperate for caps and pawned off a bunch of stuff. It was mostly low value stuff, so I didn't think to examine the dildo bat carefully. I sold the bat to a guy named Will for 20 caps, A couple days later, another customer comes in asking for the bat. Of course, I ask him why on earth would he want to buy a dodo bat. He says because there's a treasure map hidden in the tip. I asked him what the map was too, and after some convincing, he confessed it was the map and access code to the treasure of Jamaica Plain.
Wait, were you just playing a joke on me?
If we could find the treasure of Jamaica Plain, that would get this place fully operational. So what do you think? Are you up for tracking down that dodo bat?
Yeah, I guess.
The guy I sold the bat to lives in a bus just north of Fort Hagen, Red Rocket. Good luck out there.
I swear I must be going crazy.
Hey, come on.
hear that? Found you!
Why, you stupid human!
Very impressed by your performance in the field. Who? I'm not gonna make this easy for you. Remain.
casualties!
have to admit, I'm very impressed by your performance in the field.
A notch for the gun.
Weird.
Really? Every last one.
Well, at least something's going on.
Yeah? Or if someone's wiping out gangs, we all need to stay sharp. Hey, so what we were talking about before.
You ain't still talking about that satellite station, are you?
You know it.
So, you gonna leave us, huh? Take your talents elsewhere.
Yeah. That station was an Air Force outpost. Gotta be all kinds of weapons in there. At least ones that ain't held together with tape.
Whatever, man.
Why do I even bring these things up with you?
I can pay for that. Don't you die on me!
Think you can hide? Show your face. Come on. I dare ya. Oh, I know you're here. I'll find you. Tired
Proceed with extreme caution. I've got your back.
Threat neutralized.
Appears to be knocking. Supplying sensors need calibration.
Anything useful?
Movement detected. Curious. Contact must die now, human.
Keep up the good work, soldier.
Hostiles, reacquired.
Stand still.
We've got company. Aggressive fire. Going, weapons cold.
It would appear my target has disappeared.
Scanning.
You cannot escape detection for long.